It's an institute in Germany which is established. Sorry.
This is the Institute for Environment and Prognosis.
Okay, it's an institute for environment and
prognosis.
Okay, so this institute show on their webpage, which is show here, that the size of the vehicles, the volume of vehicles will have in less than 20 years. We're going to make it 4.5 times. Yes, sir.
One more question regarding this parking system in JIG.
Oh, yeah.
What is the maximal length of the platform? What can it?
On which one?
On this one.
Там дана размер платформы и там.
Which we've seen in JIG.
The inclined one?
No.
The PSA.
This one.
Yeah, the PSH. It can also be customized for your requirements. We require like 6.5 meters length, but it can be customized for you. On the PSH, it's 6.5. Yeah, side to side and out to that. Or they can be customized. They can manufacture according to the requirements. So this is an important figure for all that we are related with something with vehicles. We are going to be 4.5 larger market for garage lift, for parking lift in less than 20 years. I guess that everybody here inside will have the chance to live in the next 20 years. Well, we have a huge market to attend. Of course, brands like this are very aware of what is happening on this growth. We should also be there. Yeah. Okay. And now specific about Mexico, just as a brief introduction, our gross domestic product is, this figure is not that good enough, but we are doing also our best as a country. But our commercial balance is negative against with the US and much more times less compared with China. Our gross domestic product on the last year with the world crisis, it fell down nearly 7%. Mexico as country, we are 100 million people, we have 2 million square kilometers territory. But in Mexico City, we are 21 million people living there. 1/5 of our population is concentrated in this huge city. In only 485 square kilometers, less than 0.1% of our territory concentrates 1/5 of what Mexicans are. Mexico City is located in what, as I told you, in what it used to be a lake. We are 2,200 meters above sea level. So, well, that also gets problems with the pollution of the air because we are so high, and so the vehicles are not very efficiently on fuel consumption. And we are Mexico City is surrounded by some volcanoes and some other high hills, so pollution in Mexico City is a very important issue. So with this in mind, I will show you, Mexico City is here located in the small red area, and the suburbs, the yellow area, is where the Mexico City has grown out. Mexico City has grown, maybe similar as your cities where you are from, in two ways. The two ways that Mexico City has grown are this land, well, it's very, very tiny, but this is what Mexico City used to be. Now, all the suburbs area have grown on this part, northeast, northwest, southeast maybe, because people have moved out from Mexico City and moved out to the suburbs, or people that are coming from other cities inside the Republic are get to live in these areas. So the growth of what we call bedroom cities outside Mexico City borders And the growth, and the second way that Mexico City has grown is that the central areas, the already urbanized areas, are having an evolution process where it used to be just a house, they demolish and make a high-rise building or a theater. So these are our bedroom cities, huge lands with the small or medium houses. People living there have to move into Mexico City for doing their job, their daily job, and they have to use the public transport mainly. However, people face so many problems using the public transport system, even though the Mexico City government efforts, the issue is still there, the lack of a good infrastructure for the public transport system. So, even though, what I say, the governmental and private investment is not enough. We have a chaos in Mexico City regarding public transport, so the people get there to their jobs mainly by their private cars. And with a very small use of people per vehicle. So the average vehicle is 1.6, 1.7 persons in a vehicle. So the use of vehicles in Mexico City, also considering the growth that the German Institute showed for the next 20 years, have become a very important issue here. I will follow of course, the use of these private vehicles, traffic jams, pollution. So it's a governmental issue to solve. Not only how to drive in the vehicles inside the city, also where to park them, because people are not using public transport or it's not enough. So it's not only how to drive vehicles inside, it's also where to park them. And the second issue, or the second way that Mexico City has grown, is on the city center, how they have demolished some old houses, some old districts, and they have built up some new buildings. Where it used to be a house, now we have an apartment building. But these apartment buildings, where it used to be only one family, now we have 8 families, 2 vehicles each family, so the use of parking space is a problem. The space is the same, the land for the house is exactly the same for the building. So with this AutoCAD drawing, we can show that parking space is a problem. So the use of car stackers for the different parking solutions is an option for developing developer companies. We have to keep in mind that the business for developing companies is maximize the rental or leasing space they can solve. They solve apartment areas or office areas, and they have to maximize the land area they can offer. Restricted, here it's restricted by Mexico City regulations. They cannot go higher. In some districts of Mexico City, they cannot go higher from a maximum level, and they cannot dig very deep because what I told you about the soil. So Mexico City regulations, the Mexico City government has made some improvements on public transport net and doing some co-investment with private companies on parking facilities. That's for real. And when you go back to your hometown, if you think that this could be a good business that you can go for, the first issue I would think is that go for your regulations and get information from local regulations for parking facilities. Because you can get information about the size of the parking space, the minimum width of the runways, the facilities required for people using a parking lot. So you get involved on the information and you can get in contact with developer companies and offer solutions that are according to local regulations. Let's say, like an example, in Mexico City housing, 121 meters to 250, they require 3 parking places. A car dealer, for each 100 square meters, they require 1 parking space. A retail shop also is the same. Hospitals or garage repair shops, you ask about clients, how many parking spaces they require per each square meters they have built up. And this is a fact. as you saw, the title of this